Hey everybody, this is Jeff here at Runnergy and welcome back to the Runner's Desk. Today we're going to be talking about the ASICS Novablast 5 here. This is a lightweight kind of performance trainer. Let's get into it. Let's see what I like and what I didn't like about it, because there's definitely a mixed bag on this one. As usual, we're going to start with the bottom of the shoe. I really like this wider platform. It actually almost looks wider than the Cumulus. I'm going to be comparing these two shoes quite a bit through this review. The only thing I didn't like on the bottom here is I don't like all this exposed foam here. I really do like the more full contact of the Cumulus. I think that will make the front of the shoe hold up much better than it has. You're going to find an ongoing thing through this review is the forefoot durability on the forefoot here. But it feels really good, especially out of the box. But again, that's the only thing here. Also, if you go on like some dirt paths and stuff, or the trails where there's rocks, you will definitely feel rocks come through here. All right, other than that, I really do like the platform here, especially for the walking. The wider platform is really nice. Moving on to the midsole here, that's this foam here. This is Flight Foam Blast. So I'm guessing this is one of their higher end foams. It feels very good. It's very spongy. It's extremely lightweight. It's definitely not adding much weight to the shoe. It has an 8mm drop. So the 8mm at the back of the shoe is 8mm higher than the front of the shoe, and it's moderately noticeable for me, especially during the walking. So as you know, I prefer a lower heel drop when it comes to walking. It's not too bad in this shoe, as with most of the ASICS. It's fairly smooth. I do prefer running in this shoe than walking in this shoe, mostly because of that 8mm drop. And again, the forefoot, it just feels thin in relation to the back of the shoe. I am not the only person who has said this. I have spoke to a lot of people who have this shoe or have tried on the shoe, and it's the same story with them. The forefoot just feels like it's almost like a different shoe. As opposed to on the Cumulus, the forefoot, even though, again, it has an 8mm drop, the forefoot has not really felt like it's broken down as much as the front of this shoe, and that has probably twice as much mileage as this shoe does. All right, quick little plug here for my friends here at BU. You know, I've been using this lately. It's been much hotter and sunnier here in Los Angeles, and I have not gotten burnt at all. So I've done some, moderately long runs up to about an hour and a half, 2 hours with this stuff on, and only applying it once. And I really didn't get any of the burns at all. I didn't notice anything. So shout out to them. Great product, easy to carry on you with these really even smaller size. You can throw in like your running pack. So if you need to reapply, great stuff. So go check it out. I'll leave a link in the description down below. Back to the review here. All right, let's move on to the upper on this shoe, the Novablast 5. And the upper I think it fits very well. It's a little bit on the wide side, as most of the ASICS are. They're a little bit, maybe a little more blousy up here. You can see it kind of wrinkly there. It does do that when it's on as well. Really good lock-in heel. I've been very happy with that. Nice seamless upper here. The stitching, there is no stitching, as with most modern shoes, but nothing rubbing or pinching or squeezing in any way. Very comfortable in the upper. The tongue, not so much. As you know, I don't love these thin tongues. It seems like it's the same tongue. They ripped it right off of the Cumulus. It doesn't bother me as much on this shoe because it's a lightweight shoe, and I understand these thin tongues are trying to help you get like a really locked-in, performance-y kind of fit, and also maybe shed off a little bit, maybe an ounce or something with the tongue being thinner. So it doesn't bother me so much on the Novablast as it does on the Cumulus. This tongue on this shoe just blows my mind. Bonkers. I just don't get it. This is a daily trainer. It should be all about comfort and not trying to shed off some weight with a tongue. It's a kind of lightweight performance-y shoe. These two shoes both share that $140 price range. This is the one that's a little more performance focused. This is the one that's a little more daily trainer and recovery type focus. So this is okay with me. What I really don't like is the way they stitched this little piece on here. There's a piece where it has like Novablast written here, and it's stitched onto the inside of the tongue. This is driving me bonkers. They got to get rid of this. Some of us don't run with socks, or if we do run with socks, they're very low socks. I can feel the stitching of this. This is horrible. ASICS, get rid of this. Stitch it somewhere else. This is probably my least favorite thing of the entire shoe. Other than that, the fit in the arch is very comfortable. It's not high, it's not low, it's just a medium shaped arch. If you want a more custom to your fit, to your arch, and again, think of the arch as fit. It's not the support, okay? Adding an arch in this shoe is not gonna make this shoe all of a sudden a support shoe. But if you want the arch to fit your arch more like custom, then you're gonna wanna take this thing out and put in a different insole like this Super Feet or something. But it's a medium arch in here. So if you're looking for a real high arch, you're gonna probably wanna change out that insole and put something else in. Again, the arch is a fit issue, not a support issue. Curious on that, I'm gonna be doing a video on fitting the shoes. So make sure you like and subscribe and all that good stuff so you don't miss that video. Anyway, wrapping it up here. How do I like this Novablast 5? Well, I really, really like it. It's a really fun shoe, great for tempo runs, great for track workouts, great for someone who just likes a lightweight shoe. Don't love it on any kind of dirt or rocky terrain because of that open bottom. Don't love it for walking because of the 8mm drop and the forefoot feeling so thin. Us walkers tend to like really crush down the cushioning in the forefoot here because we spend more time on the ground than runners. So one little trick that could be cool for this is to beef this forefoot up is to get one of those metatarsal pads, those real thin ones that they put like in women's dress shoes or something, like in heels. And you can put that in and then put the insole back on top of it. Little trick there to get the kind of beef up this forefoot. Also might help you reduce feeling rocks come through the front if you're on rocky terrain. Anyway, I do really like the shoe. Like I said, I think it's definitely a take a look at. Try it out. If you like a lightweight shoe, it fits well. It's very responsive. I mean, this thing's really light, noticeably lighter than the Cumulus. And that's it. Thanks for watching. We'll check you out on the next video here. And as always, keep on moving, 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 moving. All right? Very important. Thanks for watching.